Welcome to Traders and Stuff podcast. My name is Josh. Good evening. That's if you are listening to me in the evening. If you listen to me in the afternoon, good afternoon or good morning, whichever. So, this is episode 4. I didn't plan to drop this episode 4 this week before because I already pre-recorded an episode some weeks ago. But I also felt the need to talk about some of the things that's happening right now. And so that's why I'm recording this episode. I've been doing this one alone, and I'll just be talking about the things that happened over the last 1 week. So, first things first. How you guys doing? Anyway, I hope all of you are fine. And I want to thank you for listening to my podcast. Man, I didn't even plan to say this before, but I'm surprised with how serious some of you took me. Because it's really amazing how people support and share the podcast, your feedback and everything. I mean, thank you so much. And thank you. I mean, that's also like I said, thank you for listening. And I hope you guys can give me, some feedback I got. I'm like, really? Are you sure? Are you sure it's my podcast I'm listening to another better podcast? So thank you for giving me your feedback. I won't mind getting the feedback that is not positive to tell me, okay, Josh, you need to work on this. You need to improve on this and all of that. Thank you so much. So, something happened last week. I know a lot of you know about it already. I think it didn't even start last week. It started maybe a month ago. Somebody called her a popular artist for raping her. This popular artist, who is D'banj. I'm going to say the name. It's already in the news already. So D'banj was accused of rape, and he didn't respond at first. He just ignored her. There were a lot of people that were putting out their rapists at that time, and this is what we encourage people to do. And when people find courage to talk about their assault or their rape situation, we always try to encourage them. So they called D'banj out now. D'banj did not say anything. D'banj is going to do 40th birthday party, he got an endorsement and all of that. So last week, he after the birthday party put out a letter. You know how these people do now. Once they accuse you of rape like this, you go and type letter and you say you hear from a lawyer and bullshit. So he put out this letter and it was addressed to the girl. I think the girl was brought in for questioning and all of that. Okay, so fine. I mean, if you are innocent, it's okay for you to try to prove your innocence, which is understandable because false allegation too is a serious offense. So we're expecting D'banj to clear his name now. Even though, you know how it is now, when people accuse somebody, some people will already pick his side. But from my own point of view, there were a lot of evidences like, D'banj was here, D'banj was at the hotel, he was at this party and all of that. And as a reasonable person, which people were talking about then, that if you are being accused, to clear your name, give us proof. I was at this social place at this point in time. Give us something like what Justin Bieber did this morning. Makes sense, but we don't get that from some of our people here. Once they accuse them, they just drop a letter from the lawyer and boom, we never hear from them again. That smells like guilty to me. Anyway, so cut the long story short, D'banj arrested this girl. We don't know and all of these things I'm saying, they are not facts. I mean, they're stories, they are alleged stories. There are things I read online. Not like I was there. There's no way I could have been there. So don't come up and asking me rubbish question. So allegedly, D'banj arrested the girl. They made her delete those tweets. Those tweets were deleted. That's a fact now. Then it's crazy. They made her delete those tweets. Then afterwards, we heard that she was kidnapped by D'banj because she wasn't at the police station anymore, and she was allegedly again at D'banj's house where they were trying to convince. It must be crazy, man, because imagine somebody hurt you and they're trying to tell you that, say I did not hurt you. Say I did not hurt you. I mean, it's crazy. So it got so bad that they were tweeting from the guest Twitter account, and they were using the Twitter account to promote D'banj's new music. Something he hasn't even put on his own page. It was just crazy. It was so messy. It was very, very messy that day. We didn't know exactly what was going on. There was no official statement from D'banj and his management. the girl didn't put out any official statement too. There were just people who were able to say, oh, I got in touch with her and she said this. She said she was taken somewhere and she was, the story was very messy. And D'banj is an icon. Man, I love D'banj. Okay, I loved D'banj. Let me put it that way, because his music was a very crucial part of my childhood, of my teenage years. It was very important for me so I didn't want to withdraw, but then I can't turn blind eye to some of the facts there, or some of the logic that was in the stories. So anyway, D'banj didn't say anything. Then we heard that the girl was released and all of that. Until today, I think D'banj posted a video of him dancing to one of his songs on his Instagram page, and he said, "Innocent until proven guilty. Don't judge me." Blah 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 blah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, man, but innocent until proven guilty in that kind of situation sounds very well to me. Like, if I did it, you don't have any evidence against me. So, which I think is not a proper reaction to such situation. Oh, okay. There was also an incident because a lot of people were writing petitions against D'banj, like to Heritage Bank, who I think is the most recent endorsement deal he had, that they should strip him off. And I think a couple of days later we heard that the deal had been suspended pending the investigation and all of that. And what I'm just trying to say is that if D'banj is indeed guilty, I think he's guilty more than I think he's not, but it can't just be based on speculations. If he is indeed guilty, I hope and wish and pray earnestly that he faces the whole wrath of the law alongside every other person that has committed such atrocity. Whether you're a celebrity or you're not a celebrity, nobody gets a shit, man. You can be a celebrity and be a shitty person, and it's just crazy, man. So that's that on that. And I hope that the girl, I don't want to put her name on the podcast, I hope that the girl gets justice for what has been done to her, and every other girl gets justice, and they see their abuser face the law. With the Nigerian law, it's not something you can even bank on anyway. But I hope we get better, sha. So what happened to me again? I got blocked again on Twitter. I mean I've gotten blocked a couple of times. Maybe I was being funny and those people were not ready for my joke, or I was saying something that somebody disagreed with, and I just be like, you get the fuck out of my head too, man. Or what is oh my god. And sometimes people block me and I don't even know that they blocked me. I'm just going through Twitter one time and I'm like, this person blocked me. Why now? I mean, those are the celebrities anyway. I don't really know if that a random person blocks me. So the person that blocked me, it's what won't make me talk about this thing. It's not the block that I want to talk about. So there was a tweet from a popular Twitter celebrity or influencer, whatever you want to call him. So this guy is a PhD holder. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was a decipher. I don't know. He does CV for people. I think I'm giving out too much. So Twitter brought out this new voice tweet or something, voice note. I still don't have it. I don't know what I used to offend Jack. Anyway, if you have Android, just don't bother about listening to this. It's only 5 years as at now, but I don't have it, But he brought it out and they brought it out and he said something. So he made a voice note. This particular person made a voice note, and when he was talking, oh god, as he was talking, there were a lot of so the Yoruba accent really came out to play. You know how you want to say that this is a very important feature that you have added. So I listened to it and the voice note was like 45 seconds long, and I didn't even make it past the first 5 seconds. So I replied him and I said that what did I say? I said Yoruba accent will always come and embarrass you. Oduduwa, why? Then a lot of people were using it and were liking the picture, and I think he was mad or something. Then he started writing stories about when he first moved to the UK, how people used to make fun of his accent. And I'm like, really? I'm just making a joke. It's not really that deep for me. There are times when I speak to, even at work, I'm trying to be serious, but being somewhere from somewhere, the age you just jump in. I mean, I'm all for Africans speaking like Africans. I don't expect a Nigerian person to have an American accent. That's bullshit. So I'm all for it, but it doesn't make it not funny. Somebody comes to you now and say, hey, just come and borrow me some sugar. It's funny, but if that's him speaking, it's funny, but I don't see him as not intelligent because he's speaking that way. That's not my measure of his intelligence. That's not what I used to measure of his intelligence or other things. I just feel like he didn't learn the speech the right way. Even people that have learned the speech right, I've spoken to some CEOs, some top people in what they do, and they have all these factors. It's not a big deal. But he took it wrongly and blocked me, so I don't know. I've already told people that they're going to have me to beg him because he's always dropping career points. Where will I be seeing career point now? Anyway, that's not about that. It's not that serious. I'm just joking. But if you know that as a Yoruba person, Igbo person, every accent is even funny. I think the only accent that people romanticize is the Fulani accent. The Igbo accent, I'm going to say it, the Hausa accent. Listen to your president. Yoruba accent, oh god, the Yoruba accent is the worst. Anyway, so that's just about that. I'm just telling people what happened. Not my fault. I'm not a rude person. I'm a gentle and kind person. Okay, what else? A lot of things have been happening in politics lately. I mean, Nigerian politics is just ridiculous. The Edo State governor moving from APC to PDP. 4 years ago when he contested for APC, there was a guy that contested at PDP against him. So he won. So now, they had the whole saga and blah blah blah. He now shifted to PDP. Then the guy that was in PDP 4 years ago now moved to APC. So they are still contesting against each other on different parties. It doesn't make any sense. There is no political party in Nigeria. It's who agrees with you at the moment. You can't say I'm loyal to PDP, I'm loyal to APC, because they're the same people, the same old corrupt bastards. Sorry if your father is a politician, but it's true for most of them. One of my biggest achievements in this life when it comes to politics is that I didn't vote for Buhari in 2019. I mean, I knew whoever I was voting for wasn't going to win, one of these underdogs, but I already made my mind that when people are complaining, because I know there were going to be complaints, I'll be able to tell my conscience that at least I didn't vote for Buhari. Okay, so okay, let me give you guys something. I went to my friend's house. His name is Pan. His father has a dairy farm. They have cows that they milk for, they get milk out of them. So, and I went to the father's house. I met the father in the sitting room. I was like, Baba, where's Pan? He said, Pan, they outside now. I said, what's he doing? He said, Pan, they milk. Pan is milking the cows. So, Pan, they milk. Pandemic. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. So, I'm talking about the Don't Leave Me challenge has gone worldwide. And I'm very excited for Just Too Funny. Not just because he's my namesake. And he's only one of the few comedians I've seen, I've been to a show before. This guy is talented. This guy is very talented. It's funny and he's very creative with so many things, but he just somehow never get the credit for some of the pop culture things that he talked about or he makes trend. Like when he did Bass Blues. A lot of people don't even know that he was the person that started trending Bass Blues from one of his videos, his kids. Or when he talked about, oh my guys are ballers. In that, all those interview skills I used to do. So I'm happy that this time something that he pioneered is going worldwide and all of that. I'm very excited for him, man. And I hope he gets to check for every possible check. I hope he make it on this one. Then people were talking about the best skit maker. They were making lists of who is the best, Mr. Homer. As for me, any skit makers list that you're making, like okay, maybe this is the best person in Nigeria, and twice it's not on top of that list, just go and throw it away. Because I'm very biased, but twice is the funniest skit maker to me. I love him so much because he's so funny. He's Sade, he's Taufik, he's Babatobi, he's Mama Tobi, he's Pastor Kofo, he's so many people, his grandma, and they're all different characters. It's just amazing. I prefer that to just, straight line story of the mother slapping the child every time. I mean, but not the fact the way that all of them put in great work into what they do, and it's not easy to create content in Nigeria. I saw one skit on Twitter. It was so ridiculous because everybody there was also saying they were forcing them to talk. I'm like, why people make this skit? Why? It's crazy, man. So I mean, Twice is the funniest skit maker to me in Nigeria, in Africa. I don't care. So he is, man. Then okay, I think that's all I want to talk about. Somebody asked me about Big Brother Naija. Man, that reunion show has been overdragged. Shit. We just watching the same thing every day. They should start a new one and give us something to talk about. But TSV wants to cash out, so I don't blame them. Trying to make as much money as they can during this pandemic. What is I want to talk about? I think that's most of the things that went through my week. I hope you guys are staying safe. Man, last week was crazy for me. It was crazy because one morning I was just wake up, I'll be having headache. I was saying, God, my one has finished. I have coronavirus. A couple of hours, the headache will be gone. I said, okay, I'm fine. I keep checking my temperature every 5 minutes. I'm having fever. I've googled coronavirus symptoms like 100 times. It's on every page of my Safari. Okay, they say you can have maybe if you can have diarrhea. If I go to the bathroom like twice a day, I'm like, God, you don't be for me. So I was so scared throughout last week. Every little thing that happened, I was so careful of my health. But I wasn't coughing. I didn't have difficulty breathing. I just felt that the disease must have penetrated Lagos on a scale that we are not even aware of. A lot of people probably have the virus and are just going on and on and that. And going out is even more scary than it was before. Man, I just hope everybody makes it out of it. Once we make it out of 2020 like this party down, I hope that after the pandemic, people will just be doing Owambe for no reason. Somebody will just say, hi everybody, come to my party. What are you celebrating? Nothing, it's just party. Because we've missed out a lot. So that's that. I hope everybody's staying safe. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast, man. I don't know what to say. I just say, okay, let me come to talk, Why people are still listening? Want to hear what I'm saying? I mean, I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much. And if there's anything that you want me to talk about on the podcast or a question that you have particularly that you want me to address myself or with my friends when you come on the podcast, you can let me know. You can send me a DM. You can text me. My handle is everywhere. Josh _. Or you can send me, and you can just call me if you have my number and tell me, okay, I want you to discuss this particular thing. And I will. I hope you guys have a great week. Those of you that are going to work, stay safe out there. Those of you that are not, stay safe in there, wherever you are. So thank you. This comes to the end of episode 4, Trends and Stuff. My name is Josh. Bye.